MVP, won 4 MVPs, 2011, 14, 2020, won back-to-back 2021. 4-time first-team All-Pro, 10-time Pro Bowler, 2-time passing touchdown leader, 4-time passer rating leader, and 2010 All-Decade.
We're going to break this shit down.
What can I say, Skip? I mean, he was the greatest backer ever. All those things off the field, but when you tell me to judge a player, all I do is talk about what he did when he played said sport. We can have a discussion about what type of person that he was.
What's up, y'all? What's good, Brandon and Marco? What's good, fam? I interrupted you watching. You're welcome, nigga. I didn't know you was that bored. That nigga sitting there watching Double Dragon, the cartoon. It got the N word somewhere written in there secretly. You watching Double Dragon, the cartoon, nigga. It got the N word secretly written in there. Oh, be quiet, Fuji. We know the niggas are watching. Put it in there. We can tell you. The next thing you know, you watching that shit. What the fuck? You like, there's no black people in this. Yes, we know. You don't exist in China. What's going on, y'all? Been a lot of I was just last night watching them damn games. LeBron, motherfucker looked like Dennis Rodman, like Dennis Bronman. Dennis Bronman. That's who he looked like last night, Dennis Bronman. The way that man crashed those boards last night. Him and as Phil Jackson would call the rest of them, the posse. His posse. And that's Phil Jackson called. Rolling with his posse, huh? Yeah, that was a good game last night, man. Lakers pulled it out. Let's see if they can. It was a close one. It was nip and tuck. Went to overtime. LeBron made a great contested layup at the end of the regulation to send it into overtime, and they played good enough to win it yesterday. So we got to give them credit. Reeves came to play. Shit, Jaren Jackson came to play. It was just a good game. Can y'all hear me? What's up, DSB? What's up, Texas T? Bet. So, it was a pretty good game. The Heat, man, they bothered me, man. I mean, damn. What about Jimmy Butler? Can Milwaukee come back? We done seen 3-1s. Oh, I'm there. We seen 3-1s before in the last few years. Can Milwaukee pull it off? Undermanned, couple of guys injured, not that great of offense. How is Miami able to do this when Jimmy Butler scoring 56 out this motherfucker? Look, Brook Lopez scored 36 last night. Giannis scored 26. That's 62. That's only 6 more points than Jimmy Butler. You figured that would have got it done. They're playing great defense. Hopefully Milwaukee can go back home, win one, feel good about themselves. The tough one will be game 6. They can get game 6. I like Miami's chances. I like Milwaukee's chances. But if they come out flat in game 5, it's over. Don't give Jimmy and them a chance to steal another one. Y'all got to come out and assert y'all dominance early and get it over with. Yeah, but this one will really blow me because I thought that, this was their chance to get another one. Yeah, this would catch me off guard. This was what I thought was their chance to get another one. Which one do you think will choke? The team most likely to is Miami. I don't even know. The team most likely to lose is Miami based on injuries, not based on like nothing else. Because Say Less is in here. Jeff is a Miami fan. He hates their whole team. He doesn't even understand how Jimmy Butler, and he tells me every day, y'all, one, we got 7 undrafted bums on this motherfucker. We should have put better players around Jimmy Butler, man. We could be a better. I'm like, no. But somehow Spoelstra knows how to coach these undrafted bums. Maybe Westbrook should have came to Miami. Because other than Jimmy Butler, Russell Westbrook is the only other player I know that can play with lesser talent and seems like he does more. But somehow, some way, Jimmy just showing you, hey, I'm here. I don't got the Lakers blowing it because Memphis is hurt. I don't got Phoenix blowing it. Excuse me. I don't got Phoenix blowing it because the Clippers are injured. I don't want to say the Knicks. I told you the Knicks play better as a team than Cleveland. Until Cleveland can figure out how to play like a team, they're going to lose to the Knicks. But you betting on the Bucks to win the series, Stevie? How you gonna do that? Clue your boy in. I want to win some money. Clue your boy in. I like money. Oh, you betting the Lakers gonna win the chip or something? How is Julius Randle a max player? The same way he was a top, uh, the same way he was a top 5 recruit coming out of high school. Same way he was the top 5 pick coming out of college. Same way he worked his way to be on a rookie team. Same way he's worked his way to be most improved player. Same way he worked his way to be an all-star. That man worked for it. Yeah, it's looking like that might go 7 games. That man worked for a Texas T, and that's what I was about to say. When is that going to be the narrative? Yeah, and and look, I kept saying when they was talking to Donovan Mitchell stuff, I was like, well, he ain't going there. I think Cleveland gonna be a better team, but the problem is, again, if they become the Cleveland Jazz or the Utah Jazzaleers, the Cleveland Jazzaleers, where it's Donovan Mitchell, and I forget that I had 2 All Stars before he got here, and he's supposed to add on to them, not take away. Their best game is when Donovan Mitchell was a playmaker. They have not figured out they're not going to win if he is the leading scorer. He has to be the playmaker. He has to set up Darius Garland. Darius Garland is a more reliable shooter. He's a more efficient shooter, and he's a better passer. He passes up shots more than Donovan does. Donovan has to focus on passing. Darius doesn't. No, Dame got to get the hell out of Portland. They're not ever going to be able to get enough talent for him to win. They're going to get a nice little group together, but if he don't get out of there, he can't win there. Donovan Mitchell understood he couldn't win in Utah. I gave him that. I gave him that. I said, okay, maybe he can't win in Utah. Let me see what he do in Cleveland. They look nice in the regular season, but I kept saying, they can't beat Philly. They can't beat. Hold on, let me finish with this. I'm like, they can't beat Philly. They can't beat Boston. They, I said, Cleveland was already a playoff team without him. They were already a number 5 seed without him. Now you came there and made them a 4 seed. Maybe in the playoffs. I said, but this is telling because yes, Joel Embiid plays for Philly, and but the last time I checked, they got 2 centers down there in Philly. I mean, in Cleveland, and they can make it tough on them. Donovan Mitchell supposed to be the answer, not Tyronn Maxey. Yeah, Boston got a whole wave of people to go at him. But you and Darius Garland, you supposed to figure it out. You the answer. Spider Mitchell is a very exciting player, but he should be a number 2, not a number 1. Now, as for where I see Dame going, I don't know if he don't play with LeBron James or somebody like that. I just don't look at the Bucks. Like Chris said, that would be nice. But do you want to get rid of Drew Holiday for Dame? I'd like to see Dame in Miami. Be honest, I'd like to see Dame go to Miami after what I'm seeing. Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler. I would like to see that. But anyway, let's get down to the topic. Because I've seen a lot of buck dancing going on about Phil Jackson. No bullshit. And of course, butter biscuit eating sellout himself, Marcel Out Wiley. Phil Jackson is right. I went there and left my comment and let him know. I really didn't want to give him no views, but I had to let him know that he's still a butter biscuit eating Samba. Ain't nobody not watched the NBA. Yeah. Now, I start analyzing Phil Jackson. And when I say analyzing, I start analyzing for real. So the first thing I noticed was a lot of people shying away from calling Phil Jackson a racist. Scottie Pippen called him out and told you he was racist. And a lot of ballpark eaters, a lot of buck dancers, and white supremacists tried to tell us that, oh no, Scotty ain't know what he was talking about. Phil can't. They even got to saying this. Phil can't be racist. He coached black players. He was a hippie. He liked the Grateful Dead. I hate to inform you, most hippies and flower childs are now your Karens or your Mildreds or your Gertrudes calling the damn kids, calling the cops on your kids walking through neighborhoods now. So cut that shit out. They had their legs up in the air during the civil rights era, and now they got their motherfucking hand to the. It's colored man walking through. So I got to looking for the statement that Phil Jackson made. It's the difference between black and white players. This one white supremacist, this was written in 2021. He tried to act like Phil ain't racist. Look, a few months ago, there was a lot of coverage around Scottie Pippen calling Phil Jackson racist for not allowing him to play in a playoff game. It was completely uncalled accusation by Pippen. Most NBA fans agreed that he was out of line. No, we don't. Calling Phil Jackson a racist is nothing short of an embarrassment, especially if you know the origin story when Phil Jackson started coaching. Let me show y'all the Peckerwood that wrote this. Now, keep in mind, this is the guy who wrote this. Because I said, who the fuck wrote this? I was reading this. He look, Jackson was always very intellectual and spiritual. Knowing what makes different minds work and what motivates them personally. He soon recognized the difference between black players and white players, and his book, More Than the Game, he explained how he was different. He explained how he saw the different upbringing impacts how they play basketball. Watch this. White players are more often willing to run patterns and do work collectively. Because of the predominance of blacks in pro black basketball, the sport is rapidly disintegrating into a one-on-one sport. There, there are only 5 or 6 NBA teams who play with more than a superficial degree of team unity. The demeanor black players have is that they need to prove to everyone they are the best and most accomplished because sometimes that is the only way they can escape their harsh reality and even their poverty. According to Jackson, white players, on the other hand, usually tend to navigate for more teamwork because that's how most of them were brought up in their communities. Black kids growing up want to be superstars of their neighborhood. They want to be the toughest kids on the block, the richest, or once they get to the playground, the best one on one basketball players. White kids, on the other hand, usually are raised in more homogeneous environment, which provides other outlets for personal expression. In other words, we came from the poor areas and we don't know how to play team basketball. Michael Jordan had a mother and father. Magic Johnson had a mother and father. Mark Jackson, mother and father. Hold up, Stevie. We're going to play that in a second. We're going to get through this first. We're going to analyze this. We're going to break it down. What he's saying is black people don't play a team game. Meanwhile, white people want to be team players and they have no desire to be the star. I was about to say de facto. Don't everybody thank you? Kobe Bryant, mother and father. Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's father was a police officer trying to escape poverty. What's up, Trevor? Trying to escape poverty. Doesn't everybody who so on one hand, it's a problem to lift yourself up by your bootstraps. One hand is lift yourself up by your bootstraps. Other hand is, oh, well, see, you just doing that to try to escape from poverty. What the fuck? Oh, we've got other avenues. Oh, you mean like how they take funding out of public schools and give it to white jurisdictions in certain areas where the kids don't have books or computers or updated curriculum to compete for real? Is that what you mean? What's up, Steve? Now, somebody was like, well, what does this have to do? This was a long time ago. He probably changed. Well, let's see with J.R. Ryder. Now, I'm a Laker fan. I got 3 ballpark eaters in here. Stop ballpark eating. Next thing you know, you can be bucking your eyes and doing the monkey legs. Smash the light. Anyway, J.R. Ryder was an interesting cat to me. You see, J.R. Ryder was a good basketball player. And when he came to the Lakers, I just knew we were going to have a great punch off the bench or even a great new starter. For some reason, Phil Jackson just had him in the doghouse. And I didn't know why. I never knew why. And then all of a sudden, bad shit start coming out about J.R. Ryder. And then J.R. Ryder just left the team. He had went off and left the team. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong? All of a sudden, you never knew what happened, but J.R. Ryder wasn't a Laker anymore. And he still had game left. So I never heard this side of the story. And the other day, I was just looking and I listened to this. Because, like I said, I don't know why I was looking J.R. Ryder up.
I guess you see him against Mike. Peace to him. Phil Jackson. So I get over there, I get with Phil. I get there and I'm just going with the flow and Phil is Phil. He has a style and cool, laid back, whatever. I think I started, then I'm coming off the bench, and then eventually I'm getting decent minutes, and eventually my minutes are declining. And I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? I'm like, what did I do? I should have went to Miami. I'm like, this is the worst decision ever. You know what I mean? But we're winning, and I'm not an unhappy camper, not at all. I'm going with the flow. You know what I mean? I'm here. It's lights, camera, action. Right. Wish I had more time, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make the best of it. Then during the season, he's just talking. And one day he says, yeah, you guys have a good day. Hopefully we don't see JR. No, hopefully I don't hear about JR being over on Crenshaw. I said, what you say?
He shot that?
He shot
out of a meeting?
The whole team.
Trying to be funny, ha ha ha?
Yeah, he shot that. I said, what you say? And people giggling. I said, I don't think none of that's funny. I said, I don't have a problem getting my hair cut, getting Earl's dog, or getting my hair cut on Crenshaw, or and then sliding out. I said, but nobody in their right mind just hangs out on Crenshaw, brother. I said, brother, you know what I mean? And I don't have a problem being around my people and my folks and spending money in the neighborhood or the ghetto at barbecue joints, fish joints, or whatever. So I don't really, where's that? Oh, it'll be good, da-da-da. And that's cool. But from that moment, I always looked at him different.
Oh,
Just
wow.
like he did LeBron with that posse stuff, and that just certain stuff people say I pay attention to.
Right.
What you really trying to say? You're trying to come cool, zen, you lay back, you're passing out books, you're doing yoga, you're on some cool stuff, you cross your leg, you're trying to be the cerebral intelligent dude, which you probably are. But he seemed like an old head that took shots to me and was on some other stuff and too big for his britches out there. You know, on the on the beaches with old girl, the owner, and I felt he was just too right. And I felt I put in too much work for you to have me in a funky situation. You know what I mean? Like, even the year before I'm in Atlanta, I was top 10 in scoring for a minute. And then even when it went all funny, I'm still averaging like 19, 20. Right? So I'm here for a reason. And that same season, we beat them once. I give Cole some of that work. You know what I mean? I'm here for a reason, bro. Right. You know what you see me against Mike.
Facts.
Mike averaged 30 in 6 games. I averaged 24. Head to head. He get 10 more shots a game. You know what I do. Why are you doing me like this? In my own head. So, you know, the Laker fans, rider. They want me in the game. I'm trying to be the best professional I can. I'm just, I'm trying to do what I can. I'm not disgruntled, but I'm a little puzzled. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So I get left off the roster at the end of going into the playoffs. He leaves the roster. He leaves it. Whoever, go read the wall, the roster for the playoffs on the wall. I go to the wall. I don't see my name. I said, my eyes must be playing tricks on me. I don't see my name. I spin off. I'm looking mad, Shaq, like, what's up? I'm like, man, your boy left me off the roster. Me and Phil never had no argument. It was no public, nothing in the paper. We never had no stuff.
But you felt it.
You know what I mean?
You felt it?
No, I mean, I felt it was a disconnect, somewhere during the season where, then I internalized it. They won the year before. They have their squad. I'm another guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how he's comfortable with who he's comfortable with.
He has a form.
Bishaw, Hart, and they play well.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I internalized it and said, let me be the best I can as a professional. But anyway, he left me off the roster, and Shaq was like, what's up with that, bro? I'm like, man, I don't know, man. He's like, what do you mean not on the roster? He's like, Phil just kind of kept on moving, and I went to practice, and I was like, wow. I went through the motion, and they won it. I got a ring. I was a part. I played regular season, didn't play in the playoffs. So that was pretty tough. That was another time they won it in Philly. And I kind of went to a back room. We was cheering, champagne, all of that. And I had to slide, go to the back room and pray on it and kind of like, man, I don't know. You know what I mean? Just get away. So I seen Phil and the coaching staff, they smoke cigars, and doing their thing. I go to a little private area and have my little moment. Then snap out of it and join the crew. That was my championship. You know what I mean? But things happen for a reason, but yeah, that's how that went. That one was.
So, and if you remember, we really never saw what happened to J.R. Ryder after that. Kind of like Craig Hodges. Now, if Phil Jackson found himself comfortable enough to say something about J.R. Ryder going to a barbecue joint or hanging out on Crenshaw, and like you said, I go to a barbershop in Crenshaw. I spend money with my people in the community. J.R. Ryder was just being a brother. They watch these motherfuckers. So why was that an issue? and then you never saw him again. So if he had a problem with a brother going to a barbecue joint, if he had a problem with him going to a barbecue joint, what the fuck do you think he thought about Craig Hodges, a intelligent black man, slipping a note? Right, and if he willing to say that in front of him and a whole bunch of other black players who was too dumb to understand what he meant, then what the fuck was he willing to say about Craig? Yeah, Craig's crossed the line. He probably called the Reinsdorf. Jerry Craig's crossed the line. Then you get to the LeBron and the posse comment. You notice everybody complained about the Reinsdorf paying Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen except Phil Jackson. He never told you that the Reinsdorf was cheap. Now we get to the LeBron posse comment. And people were shocked about the posse comment. I wasn't. Because Phil Jackson said he drew up the last play for Pippen. Thank you for bringing that up, Octavius. When people say that, oh, well, back in the day, he thought that black players like to play one-on-one and white players would run through the wall for themselves. What does that have to do with anything? He drew the last play up for Pippen. I mean, for Kukoc, not Pippen. That's Phil Jackson Twitter. I like Carly. Let's look up Carly Fiorina. Let's see what Carly Fiorina has to say. Because Phil Jackson, during the presidential Republican presidential primary 2015, 2016, Donald Trump, he said he was going for Carly Fiorina. This is Carly Fiorina's Twitter, real blue check. And this is what she had to say. Okay, let's see. Oh, Carly Fiorena's changed. She Carly Fiorena's had a out has a had a change of heart since her since George Floyd. Cause she was another one running on that all lives matter shit. I gotta go back on some of her shit. She's just a regular old Republican white supremacist. And then he did that for Mello. Yeah, he treated Mello like shit. Let me see what Carly Fiorina. Cause even her white ass got on she didn't clear her Twitter. For some of the, I don't remember some of the shit she done said. That bitch it is. What is that? See, because we can't talk about that. She loves Van Jones. So enough said. I just saw that. She loves Van Jones. Enough said. Anybody that's cool with Van Jones, we already know. Now this latest one. Now, the question I gotta ask is Jalen Rose, he didn't call Phil out. A lot of people done called Phil out. It's a lot of Sambos out here running around talking bullshit. Can somebody please explain to me? Oh yeah, and Dan Lebatard talk about. I don't want to call him racist because, first of all, look, I'm tired of people saying, "Well, I can't call him racist." Yeah, because you're not black, but I can. I can. He is a white man from Montana. This old Zen master, he like to do yoga. He one of them white guys that think racism is only the N word and what happened to George Floyd. You know why you don't see him in real life? Because you hang with black people. They somewhere kissing ass. Stop hanging with black people. You'll meet them. What up, LB? Phil Jackson's racism has spilled over into basketball to the point where Scottie Pippen understands now. That's the reason he called that play for Kukoc, not him. And a lot of you ballpark eating Toms were out here making YouTube videos disparaging a black man for calling out a man who had clear biases. Y'all was calling out another black man for biases he experienced. And instead of listening to him and understanding, because of the fact y'all eat ballparks and drink motherfucking gator piss, now all of a sudden Scottie Pippen is delusional. Michael Jordan had, look, Phil Jackson ain't racist. He coached Shaq and Kobe. Did y'all saying he coached Michael Jordan? Phil Jackson ain't racist. Dude, do y'all forget how he ripped Kobe Bryant? Do y'all forget how he ripped Kobe Bryant? He'll never be Michael Jordan. He's a headache. Y'all forget that man basically said Kobe Bryant was uncoachable. And y'all eat so many y'all eat all the ballparks. You wear all the Hanes drawers. Drink all the Gatorade. Use all the Rayovac battery. I know what you do. You wearing Jumpman hats. You went to see the movie Air 7 times. I know what you do. You got voodoo dolls of LeBron James. I know what you do. You stalk LeBron James. Oh, it was you, Red. It was you, Players Ball. It was you too. You watched all the movies. Come Fly With Me. All of the shit was the same shit you saw. You run around smelling like ball sweat with that Jordan cologne on. That's what y'all was doing. Nah, it was the great Phil. Phil could never be racist. What the fuck is wrong with you? I literally had a black man on here with a white mom that said, nigga, your white mama can be racist. Don't say that. Right. You wearing hoop earrings, sticking your tongue out. You got the armband, you got the wristband on your forearm. You did it all. You chew your gum like Jordan. You was a ballpark eater. You ate all the ballparks. Nobody ate more ballparks than you. Nobody wore more Hanes. You bought all the Jordans you had already bought since you was a kid. You rebought them motherfuckers again as a grown man. They back out the new Jordans. What new Jordans? Them motherfuckers ain't new. They came out in 91. I didn't want them then. Got all the videos. This nigga selling you $70 baby shoes. Shoes for a baby. $70. This your king? And because y'all love him, Phil can do no wrong. You ballpark eaters ought to be shamed. Basically, what y'all saying, Michael Jordan healed white supremacy. What you saying? This how you ballpark eat. Shut your mouth, LVZ. Right, eating Wheaties. Y'all eating Wheaties with Jordan on the box. Pouring Gatorade in your Wheaties. How about this? Tell the truth, shame the devil, Steve. At least you from the shy. A lot of my folks is from the shy, so my folks from the shy ain't y'all, you know. Y'all was forced ballparks. Y'all was born in an era of ballparks. I ain't mad at you. It's these other heathens running around here that was all running around the world. Oh, Michael healed white supremacy with every jump shot. Knowing that Craig Elo said, nigga, when he made that jump shot. Right. Y'all buying the Jordan Edition 2K, all of that shit. I don't want nothing else. Just the one with Mike on the cover. Jordan pillowcases. Y'all see I got shit all up on my wall. I got black people on my wall. Y'all niggas got gold chain Michael Jordan posters on your wall. Right. Then you still run around here with all these shoes. Running around here with all this shoes like nobody else ever had a pair of shoes. Nigga, give me a pair of P. Millers. I would rather wear P. Millers. Converse. Never wore. I know that's your shit right there. That nigga Steve. That's why Steve is a truck driver, that's why Steve is a tall truck driver, not a basketball player. Niggas was crossing the motherfucking sign off them felines of ha! Hit that nigga Steve, the F phone. That shit just turned to ILA. The felines are the 90-91 drug dealer shoes. I can't rock the 91-90 drug dealers anymore. Ha! They crossed it. No, I done had 3 pair of Jordans. I can't lie. I bought a pair of ballpark eels. I had the first pair of ballparkers ever made. That's ironically, my dad is the only person that I know that didn't own a pair of Jordans. No, he did buy the first ones. He said they wasn't comfortable. What's good, Taiwan? Yeah, that old drug dealer Fila sweatsuit. Right, that's why my father was an Air Max guy. But yeah, What's you talking about? You know I got some motherfuckers. Now you know I rock some kicks now. You know I'm a head when it comes to shoes. But I've always liked everything but with all the ball. Oh, you talk about ball? Nah. I had a pair of ballpark eaters in 85. The first ones was that 84, 85. Then I had some inaugural ballpark eaters. That's 95. 10 years. My next pair of Jordans, I swear I bought them in 95 in the military on the PX. And then the next pair of ballparks I got was the Superman joints y'all seen on my feet before. Yeah, my father hates Michael Jordan. My father really hates Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. My father hate Michael Jordan. Your father like pos. My brother bought my brother Jamal bought our father a pair of phone poles. My father loved them. I can't buy them. They cost too much, but they feel good. Oh, you know the language. You know the language. Pair of them ballpark eaters on your feet. I even said it. I said, I got the ballpark eaters on my feet. All the ballparkers look at, oh, oh. All the ballparkers look, oh, oh, oh. What you know what you got on? What? Licking their fingers, wanting to taste the dust off just being ballparkers. Stevie J, my father like this. If he don't like you off the court, he don't like you on the court. Fuck everything you do. That's why he like LeBron James. I swear, my dad, old man, hates Jordan. Talk to him. He told Kareem, man, Kareem, go sit your dumb ass down sitting here talking shit about LeBron. Yeah, when you suffer from that ball Parkinson's, you don't never remember none of Jordan's losses. All you can remember is 6-0. And when you got JD autism, your brain ain't able to develop past basketball when Jordan played. My brother Ticket TV suffers from both of these diseases. It's terrible. You watched him on Player's Choice get through his ball Parkinson's when his JD autism when he went. See, they couldn't play like that. They want to jump on teams. You didn't do that in the 90s. You couldn't do that like that in the 90s. It wasn't a collective bargaining agreement for that at that time. They ain't joining up like they did back in the. It ain't like how it is in the night, nigga. You know it's 2015. It's also a 3-point line now, nigga. I've never owned a pair, Kevin. I've never owned a pair. The only pair I've ever had was the original Garnets. Never owned a pair of phone pops. Nope. And I can't say that because they cost too much when I spent way more money on other shoes. I just look at them and go, everybody got them on. I can't do it. Seriously. I swear. Kendall, that's why I don't wear them. I go, everybody got them on. Just can't do it. That's why I like LeBron's. It's so, what up, though? Coming in from Detroit. What's up, Lamico? So look. That's why I like LeBron. Niggas hate LeBron's greatness on the court so much. A lot of niggas refuse to buy his shoes. And then they see me rocking the joints, and niggas be like, man, them bras. I don't like LeBron shoes though, but them joints right there. Then you like LeBron shoes. You just a hater and a dick rider. Look, Players Ball had 12 pair of mics when he knew it was other shoes that looked better. I'm going to tell y'all when the mics was the best shoes. When they were like the only shoes with certain colorways. Back when we was younger, Chuck Taylor was the shoe. It was black ones and white ones. Then the fish head Spanish boy Nike Cortez. Then the Nike Air Force. 1s and 2s. Black ones, white ones. Yeah, look. Nobody wear them and they low-key some of the best shoes ever. Right. I was a Kobe fan, couldn't buy them shoes. I'm not wearing that shit. Stevie J. Look, that was the difference. My brother Twan, my sister Camille, my brother Jamal, we might have lived in the PJs, bro, but we can't never say that my stepmom she ain't give a fuck. You gonna have those joints. You gonna have those shoes. She didn't give a fuck. When she get it, she gonna buy it. You gonna have the new J's, all of that. My brother and them, hey, my father, he taught me how to learn how to, one, that money, to respect money, and two, how to get more for your dollar, and three, buy to your taste, not everybody else. And then I start noticing, I look at certain shit that I like. I say, yeah, I like them. But what do I got that I can wear with them? So then I start looking at, that's how I used to kill niggas. Niggas be like, man, this nigga got on fresh ass polo boots. Everybody else had Timberland, Nike boots, and high techs. I broke out the motherfucker joint with the fresh polo boots. They hadn't seen that before. My father told me that shit, dress to your own style. Niggas had on tuxes and shit. Where Treva at? She ain't here. She got the pictures. I ain't have on no tux. I had on my own shark skin suit with the, yeah. That's why I'm always able to suit up, my father. Look, y'all. Y'all saw her earlier. She said hi. She in here. Named Treva Miles. She got pictures of me with hair. Real talk. Real talk. And what the fuck y'all up? Y'all, half y'all niggas in here with hair would wish y'all hair was like mine. Y'all be like, LVZ, that shit got you seasick. Because that's when my shit was so wavy. When they faded the shit, the waves was in the fade. The waves was in the fade, Stevie. My shit, the waves was in the fade. Real talk. Mm-mm. I couldn't use the Murrays. My hair hold that shit. So I had to use like the jojoba oil shit, keep my shit from drying out, brush my shit really. Next thing you know, my shit, oh, what the fuck? My father like, God damn. All that shit was too thick for my head. No bullshit. All that shit, y'all know damn well all that shit y'all know was too thick. Y'all might well pour motor oil on your head. Yeah. That's why my father hated David Robinson. My father hated David Robinson. Fuck that big bitch, motherfucker. My father see David Robinson. Fuck that motherfucker. I hate that motherfucker. Who sell out ass. I was like, what the fuck, Dad? What? Never speak out on nothing, old big bitch. That's what my father used to call him. And I'm just a kid. I'm just watching the game. I'm looking at the moves and all that. This every shot this motherfucker made, he cussing this out. Fuck him. He had no problem with Hakeem because he knew them from college, Hakeem and Patrick. That's how they introduced me to basketball. He said Hakeem was a bitch for not saying nothing, speaking up for Mahmoud. He was like, why ain't speak up for little Mahmoud, man? But my dad would break it down and explain it to me. My father ain't like that shit. And that's why I'm the way I am. I'm like, man, that's what he was saying. My black people going through shit for real, and this motherfucker doing this. Look at that. Phil Jackson talk about how motherfucker the black players wanted to be the one-on-one starter. So Robert Ory wanted to be the one-on-one star? Horace Grant wanted to be the one-on-one star. Talk about where he played for the Knicks, the front court played white basketball, and Walt Frazier and them was playing black basketball. Yeah, so what is Luka playing? But this the funny shit. Then what was Pete Maravich playing? Right, Nick Black. What was Derek Fisher doing? All that shit Larry Bird talked, Larry Bird wasn't playing one-on-one. Thank you, Kendall. As I said it, my brother, my little bro, that's right. Thank you, bro. Nah, because they're going to say he was assisting and doing all of this and all of that. So, okay. Like I said, Magic wasn't playing one-on-one ball either. I guess that's one of the 5 teams. Well, motherfucker, it's always only 5 out of all the teams in the NBA that's good. The black players are the best. Every white player that ever played against Larry Bird said they hate Larry Bird because the first thing he said is, y'all gonna put a white guy on me? I can't no white dude check me. Nah, you gotta get a brother over here. Bird knew what it was. So Bill Russell wasn't playing a team game. So Bill Russell wasn't playing a team game, y'all. A man who got more rebounds than points. Most of his rebounds, he'd kick it back. Bill, who got recognition. Bill Russell was probably the all-time. Him and Wilt Chamberlain probably the all-time. All you ballpark eaters. Michael Jordan didn't even say that Phil not racist. And all of the shit Phil done done, you don't hear Michael Jordan defending him. He talk about Phil on the basketball court. Prove me wrong. Through years and years of me Googling and talking about Phil Jackson, why I don't like him. I've never heard Michael Jordan defend Phil Jackson. He says Phil is great. He's a great coach, great motivator. He can bring the offense. That's not his offense. That's Tex Winter's offense. Phil invented the triangle. No, he didn't. Phil just was, he was a Zen man. No, he was a handler. He was a handler. He was another one of those handlers who knew how to play on your ego and manipulate you to do what he needed you to do. He was one of them people that they would call a nice slave master. Right. See, and it's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Blue Ball, about the sodium and the Hormel in there, in the ballpark fucking. Because they was eating the chili stuff ballparks. Let me tell you, that chili infused ballpark. It was the worst thing they ever could have done. When Hormel stuffed chili inside a ballpark and all this extra condiments they adding, sauerkraut, pickles, sweet relish, chow chow, all that GMO, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, mustard. That's probably the motherfucker. Look, boss player, mustard and ketchup, probably the healthiest thing they put on that ballpark. They got ballpark buns, and what they do, they pour. You know what I'm talking about, Maxwell? Chow chow. They putting chow chow on the motherfucking ballpark. Chili stuffed in it. Diced onion. Cheese and shit. Or the ballpark. They out there grilling them right now. Talk about it's a nice day. No, it's not. You just a ballpark eater. Y'all niggas right now at a cookout with Jordans on, pack of ballparks in the cooler, don't you? Ain't you? Tell the truth. Shame the devil. You're ballpark eating bastard. That's what you're doing now, ain't you? That's what you're doing. I know you. I know the soul of a ballpark eater. And you out here defending white supremacists from Wyoming, hating on LeBron, making hate videos that don't make no kind of sense. He said he feed his bullies ballpark. They be eating them, but they some ballpark eaters. You better watch out. You can't trust them dogs. You better watch the ballpark eating dog. You supposed to give them kosher Hebrew. Them hot dogs too expensive to give it to them though. So yeah, give them cheap ass ballpark. Don't give them too many though. They get sick. Ballpark eating ass. What's up, man? Yeah, I know ballparks are cheap. My son ain't never ate a ballpark. George the baggy shorts walk around knock knees with Hayes tank tops on. They done drew 23 on it. Y'all niggas need to stop it. You grown ass men. It was Sunday, man. My birthday was Sunday. Yeah, my birthday was Sunday. Ain't no thing. Thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you to all y'all who hit the cash app for me. I appreciate that. One love to everybody who did that. Okay, y'all shouts out. Can't stop giving y'all shouts out. Anyway, look. Ballpark eating leads to Buckdancing, y'all. Yeah, Harry Belafonte died. He was old. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Harry Belafonte. Now look, I don't want niggas to start acting up. I can't believe it. Harry died, man. The man was 80 something. How old was Harry Belafonte? Harry Belafonte was 96. I know y'all don't want to hear it. Brace yourself. Minister Farrakhan is in his 90s, y'all. I hope I have a run that good. 96. 61. Shit, charisma be 81. I have 80-year-old kids. 60-year-old kid. Sherry Belafonte in her 60s, late 60s. Watch that. '68. He got a 68-year-old daughter. His daughter is literally older than my damn daddy. My dad just turned 63. What we should be celebrating is the man lived 96 years. Thank you, beat up. 96 years in a white supremacist world as a black man and made himself a success, made it out. Now we should be trying to educate other entertainers and people of that sort that look like us to focus on our people more. And unlike Mr. Belafonte, love our people even when it comes to marriage. Did I say something wrong? Yeah, and that's just it for Harry Belafonte. Just like that's it for Phil Jackson. And another thing, Phil Jackson, they wrote all this. Basically, what he was saying was they wrote all this nigger shit on the. I don't give a fuck about that. Fuck them. I don't give a flying fuck about that. They said LeBron and Jokic ain't put nothing on their jersey. Jokic ain't put nothing on his jersey because he's a white supremacist. LeBron ain't put nothing on his jersey because he said, man, I'm LeBron James. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, man. Me putting some shit on my back, they want me put. My nigga Ja Morant said he gonna put F12 on his. He wanted to put F on his back. And then his number is 12, F12. Which I thought at the time was a beautiful idea. Hindsight being 2020, I'm glad he didn't get away with that. He'd have made himself a bigger target. Y'all don't remember that? Who remember that? I remember that. I was in favor of it at first. Hindsight 2020. I'm glad I just know. They gonna kill his black ass. Mm-mm. No, sir. I'm gonna hang out with my cousin and my niece because her birthday was the same day as mine. So go pick her up after school, take her to dinner. We're gonna go see the Evil Dead movie, take my cousin. My cousin got diabetes, man. His motherfucking vision job fucked up. So he can't see. Gotta get him out the house though, man. You got look after your family, son. Look after your family. Yeah, that's gonna be my little cousin. That's like my brother. We grew up together, same house. So I gotta make sure he alright, you know. My brother Twan, if he was here, he'd be my brother LJ, may he rest in peace. If he was here, I know he'd be over there. So I gotta pick up the slack. You gotta look after your family. You gotta look after yours, man. Look at them. Look at them. You got to, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody else gonna do it. It's gonna be you and family. So and y'all family. So we gotta look out for each other. So when we can, look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? I always do that. But Phil Jackson is a white supremacist. We done all learned that. Now we can go about our day telling ballpark eaters, get the relish out your mouth. Wipe the mustard off your chin. And get them chili stains out your shirt. LVZ, man. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. One love to y'all. Peace, man. I see y'all later.